beautiful mess. You're the kind you love to love, but what happens next? I got a feeling when the sun comes up, I'm gonna wish I had a storm warning. I'm gonna wish I had a sign.
Hey guys, so you made it through slump year. Congrats. Welcome to the hardest year of your life. No, just kidding. It's not that hard. But this is coffee year, and that's just what I've always kind of referred to junior year as. I call it coffee year because you need it. They test you on a million different things. You have EOC testing, you have the A.C.T, s.a.t, you have the s.a.t, you have ASVABs, you have, TCAP writing assessments. We had 2 of those. You have preview testings, you have like entrance testings, the other things. You have AP testing, you have honors level testing, you have no enrollment testing, you're going to learn how to take a test. Let's just put it that way. So, welcome to coffee year. Not trying to scare you out of junior year because it's really not that bad, but it's kind of bad. Overall, it's a horrible year. The year just sucks. But when you're in it, it's so much fun, like, as you're living it pretty much. You're going to have really bad days. You're going to have a lot of really bad days. But when, like, day to day, junior year is a lot of fun. It's great. You're now an upperclassman. These juniors and seniors are pretty much, like, best friends in, like, most cases. And then, well, like, with mine, the juniors and the sophomores are kind of closer because of the IB program. So, like, we all, like, mentored each other. But, like, you're now an upperclassman, and you feel like an upperclassman, and it's great, but you're not cocky about it, and everyone's like, I don't know, we'll get there, but day to day it's great, but overall it sucks. You'll probably pull all-nighters. It's awful, and you'll pull all-nighters, and you may still not finish. That's happened to me, and you'll just have to prioritize. Everything you do junior year is important. Like, whether or not you sleep in that class is important because this is the year colleges look at. You have a 6-semester transcript, which is from freshman year to your junior year. And that's what colleges look at. If they're not sure about you, they ask for 7th semester transcript, which sucks. But it's when they want to see what you did first semester senior year. Colleges don't look at your senior year, really. Once they accept you, they keep tabs on you, because they can take back their acceptance. Let's just say that. But so don't slip off senior year. After I'm done with senior year, I'll make a video about that. But everything you do is important. So junior year is when it really hits people that, hey, I'm in high school to learn. I am here because I am trying to get into college. And if you don't go to college, it's still hard because you still have to take all the college stuff. Fun times that you do have count because they're not few to none, but they're few to few, if that makes sense. And the fun times in between there, you just really need to make sure that you're really enjoying them. They're people you really want to be with. Most likely, they're still going to be the same friends you had sophomore year. You may make like 1 or 2. Like, I met a really good friend. Her name's Arnisha. I love her. She's about the only other friend that I made this year who, well, no, it's not true. I met another girl named Rachel. Out of them, those are really, like, the only people who I was, like, made friends with, who, like, I would still talk to outside of class. Along with the friend stuff, don't get involved in the drama. No. No drama. Drama's bad. Just no. No. Deflect, no drama. Just focus on yourself. You study a lot. If you're like me, I'm a natural learner. And this kind of sounds like bragging, but I'm not meaning to. Like, I'm a natural learner. Like, I listen to people and I write down notes, and then sometimes I recopy them because I can't stand how unorganized they are. But, I don't have to study. Junior year, I had to study. Like, I'm so used to just breezing by school. No. Junior year, I had to study so much. If you're a natural learner like me, it's not going to happen. Like, I didn't know how to study. You'll learn how to study. Sorry about that, guys. My memory was full. Also to say, yes, I did record my series all on the same day, and I just changed shirts to shake things up. It's time to grow up and face your problems like an adult. Don't, whine about them and complain. Like, figure out what you need to do, how you need to solve it, because you are about to be an adult. When you're in junior year, you are turning 17. Yeah. So, you're 1 year away from being an adult. It's about time you kind of start acting like it, and most people say, like, well, when you're 18, you're considered an adult, you're considered legal, but you don't act like you are. You need to be the mature person, and because you're about to get thrown into the real world. Whether, high school is not the real world, but they're going to treat you like you're an adult, so you need to start acting like one. And I know that sounds bad, but you're going to meet a lot of people junior year who just don't act like they should. They don't follow, they don't try to mature. And that's something that you really need to do. Because junior year is when you have the test, and college really hits you. Okay, this might sound bad, but this is the year you're really going to start fighting with your parents. Because this is the time where you start to, you form the ideas for yourself. I noticed my junior year, people got really, into religion. Whether it was they changed religions, they got stronger in their religion, they lost religion. I'll make a video about me on the religion aspect later, kind of like a vlog. But I mean, people get really serious with how they feel about themselves, and it's no longer, I'm trying to conform. It's, I know who I am now, and this is how it's going to be, and this is how I want to live my life. And they're starting to stand up for themselves, and they're doing it. You're going to start fighting with your friends about it, and you know who you are by this point, and you know how you want to show it. So you're going to start fighting with your parents, because you're now getting a taste of what you want, and what you want may not be what they want. I know a lot of people fight with their parents in junior year. And it's also because college is around the corner and they want you to go someplace you don't want to go to. And it's hard to accept things as a parent, and it's hard to deal with it as a child. But that starts, the social group's going to break down, and people, really, they're caring about themselves now. They don't care about other people. They don't care what people think about them. They only care about, what they think about them. Which is good. So, social groups break down, and you'll see people from, other groups talking to other people. And it's, more of, my personal advice to you. I really recommend taking psychology. And it's because it's an awesome class. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about how your brain works. You learn about how other people's perspective. And, you learn why people the way that they are. Now, that sounds so weird. But have a song list. I joined a newspaper, which is now I'm the editor-in-chief of it, but I joined it just last semester. I was the last person to come into the class. I came in, 18 weeks late, so I came in at second semester. No one liked me. No one liked me in my class. So I would come home, and I would call my boyfriend. He was still in college. I'd be so pissed, and, he made a not a playlist, but he picked out, songs for me, and he would send them to me in the morning. And one that, really got me through, and now I love my newspaper staff. At the end of the year, when everything kind of got settled, and, the editors were still, our last year's editors were, leaving. It was still bad, but, they started to let go a little bit. Not a lot, but they let go a little bit. And, I don't know, when everyone, hated me, I had, the Fall Out Boy, I know what you, my song knows what you did in the dark. That, just calmed me down, which sounds so weird, but I'd be so pissed, and I would listen to it, and it would just make me feel better. You're going to write a lot. You're going to write a ton your junior year. I know I was in, journalism, so I had to write for that. Even if I didn't take journalism, I wrote in classes that you wouldn't expect to write in. I wrote in U.S. history. Never would have guessed I'd write in my class. We wrote papers in U.S. history, which is what you do in college. You don't write papers in high school U.S. history class. I wrote, paragraphs every now and then in math class. What? Writing in math? You write a ton. They want you to be, experts. So if you're not a good writer, you're going to be. And then, when you start thinking over summer, they say the whole year, and I'm an overachiever. I knew where I wanted to go, or I thought I knew where I wanted to go, until, my whole junior year, and I was, only going to apply to, 3 places. I already had it narrowed down, and then I took a college tour a couple weeks ago, and now there's only 2 places that I want to go, and this place that I really want to go to, they waive an application fee, and it's like the perfect, it's like the best place in the entire world. Anyways, you need to have an experience like that your junior year, so I recommend doing it during the year, because like we had 2 college days and I never used mine, where it's like a field trip. You're not counted absent. Well, like, you're not counted absent, so you can still miss exams if your school does that with absences, but there's a bug. Take college tours during the year so you can see like the atmosphere, the people walking around, like what they're like. But if not, take them during summer. That's what I'm doing. And think about your major. And my nose is like, my voice changed because of my nose. I'm nasally. Anyways, so you will see vlogs throughout my senior year, and I will end with the senior year advice, and then kind of keep you updated about my whole college thing. I'm applying this summer to a private Christian university. Should be fun. Alright, well, I will see y'all next video. Bye!